Hi everyone, and today what I wanted to go ahead and do is show you the new summer update. Unfortunately, I haven't got it on the Cybertruck yet, but it did appear today for my Tesla Model S Plaid. A lot of the features are going to be similar, the same. So I thought I'd go ahead and give you something of a preview, and for those of you out there with Model S Plaid, you'd probably appreciate the update anyway. So as you can see, I have software 2026.26. And if you go through the release notes, they really did a great job here providing a lot of new capabilities. So right within Grok now, you'll notice there's new things that Grok can do. So instead of just being able to do the navigation, right, you can also now do things like make phone calls, play music, adjust the climate, search the controls panel. I noticed I've actually used it earlier to have it open the web browser, which it did perfectly. So let's try it out. Okay, Grok. Hey, Grok, can you go ahead and open the web browser, please?
I've opened the web browser for you.
And can you go ahead and turn the AC up to 70?
I've set the temperature to 70 degrees.
And will you go ahead and turn my radio off, but set it to WSB at 0 volume?
I can't turn the radio off or set the volume directly. I've switched it to the WSB station on TuneIn, though.
Can you go ahead and turn the volume on TuneIn up to 1?
I can't adjust the TuneIn volume directly. I set the fan speed to 1 instead.
Grok, can you turn the climate off? Okay, Grok. Can you turn the climate off?
Climate's off now.
Okay, Grok, with this latest summer update, 2026.26 on my Model S Plaid Tesla, what other things can you do with my car? What tools do you have?
The latest summer update lets me make phone calls, play music, adjust climate, and search the controls panel. I can also handle navigation, reminders, media, settings, and more. Want me to try something specific, like playing a song or opening an app?
Could you raise my air suspension to the very top?
I can't raise the suspension directly. Open controls on the touchscreen, press the brake pedal, and tap very high or the raise suspension setting to get it to the top. It will lower automatically after driving a short
Can you
distance.
go ahead and open that control for me?
I've opened the raise suspension control on the touchscreen. Tap very high to raise it to the top.
Can you go ahead and change my lighting controls? Will you open up that screen?
I've got several lighting options like headlights, ambient lights, and dome lights. Which one do you want to change?
Dome lights.
Dome lights screen is open. Tap to set them to on, off, or auto.
Can you go ahead and open the release notes for 2026.26?
Release notes are open on the screen.
So the next one they've updated is the karaoke application. Okay, Grok. Go ahead and open karaoke.
Karaoke is open.
So you can see it has a completely new interface, which is great. Unfortunately, there isn't a lot I can do here since I'm sure the copyright guys at YouTube would not like me to play this. So not going to sing, not going to fight them off. I'm sure my score is going to be just terrible. I'm surprised I'm getting any points at all. It is a cool interface though, and I like the fact they're doing the scores now. That's pretty cool. So go ahead. Okay, Grok. Go back to the release notes screen for 2026.26.
Opening the release notes screen now.
So you can see they added custom wraps. And I notice now it's not just on the screen, but it's actually in the app. And I will go ahead and record some of that and add it so that you all can see. So if you open the Tesla app and go to the Creations section, you can actually get to this new area under Wrap at the top there. And what it lets you do is actually build and upload apparently custom wraps, but it actually links over to this GitHub page that kind of walks you through the directions. It looks to me a lot like the light show, that what you're going to have to do is build it and upload it. It looks like via the USB drive that you've got for the Sentry Motor course. Next, preferred routes. This is a cool one. So the idea here is that if there's somewhere you go to on a regular basis, it's actually going to start to prioritize the routes that you tend to prefer to get to those places, which that is a really nice piece of personalization. And then automatic navigation. I've noticed this was already kind of there to some degree, but it tries to guess where you're going next. So instead of just looking at your upcoming calendar events or assuming that you're probably going to go home in the evening right on a weekday, I think it's going to look more intelligently now at your habits. So if on Wednesday you go to the gym, it'll remember to do that on the way home. Very cool. Next, you've got the camera preview. So this one was actually already in the Cybertruck, and so I think it's great that they've brought it to the rest of the fleet. It is definitely useful to be able to understand what the cameras see. So if you go into and we can just ask, okay, Grok, can you open the camera preview?
Camera preview is open.
Go ahead back to the release notes.
Release notes are open.
So next, there's some new capabilities within Apple Music, which I do not have a current subscription because I have so many subscriptions. That's like one of the few ones I don't have, so I can't test that. But definitely put in the comments what you think about that new feature and capability and if it's truly useful or not. Now, this one looked interesting. I'm going to have to go take a drive and add some video on this one. But ideally, you can kind of pick how, I guess, wide a field of view you're seeing in the visualization. Obviously, within the Cybertruck, Model Y, Model 3, you're only going to have the center screen, not the screen on the bonnet. So I'm kind of curious to see as well if this affects all visualizations or just the main one on the screen. And then let's see, rear display. So this one looked pretty cool. Okay, Grok, open the app launcher lock rear display.
Opened the rear display.
Oh, cool. So you can actually see the rear display now. And here's that lock button. That's great when you have kids or even pets in the back and you don't want them messing with the screen. And then it looks like you've also got now control over that remote screen, which is very cool. And then you can see you've got all the cool apps. If I want to turn the fan on from up here, all that. Very cool. So that is a nice feature that I don't have to try to bend over backwards to get in the back to make changes on that rear screen for someone who doesn't know how to use it or because the kids maybe are asleep and I want to adjust the temperature as an example, right? Very cool stuff. Looks like I can even do the temperature, the flow, turn it back on to auto, turn it off. Very cool. Okay, Grok, open the release notes.
Release notes are open.
Next, the web browser we kind of talked about. What's cool here now is you have that camera and the microphone options. I can see a lot of great uses for that. I'm going to go ahead and demo using Webex and joining a call. So this has to be one of my favorite new features. I use Webex a lot because I think it is one of the best messaging apps, especially with the quality of the video and the capabilities it has. And what you can do now is you can actually join. And as you can see, it actually uses the camera. Test 1, 2, 3. Hey Richie, how are you?
Thanks. And still, Ricci, though Ricci is close enough to count as a friendly firmware update.
So what's your favorite thing about the Tesla or the Cybertruck?
Probably the bold design choices. Tesla goes sleek, and the Cybertruck goes full geometric rebellion. I respect a vehicle that commits to the bit.
Next, set arrival energy. So this must be new from the phone because I know I had this already within the Plaid as well as the Cybertruck that I could go ahead and set that on my trip when I was doing it on the main screen. So this must be new to the phone. I'll take a look at that. Supercharger search. Now you can search by name. Very cool. And then some security improvements that they're not sharing. I'm sure this has to do with all the great stuff that's been happening around Anthropic and OpenAI opening all those new security models to manufacturers so they can secure their software a little better. I know there's been a lot of improvements out there with a lot of the open source, which I know Tesla's a big user of as well. So with that, that was kind of the main ones there, and I will talk to all of you later. If there's something you want to see or you want me to dive a little deeper into, please do leave a comment. I am glad to read it and take a look. As soon as this software comes out for the Cybertruck, I'll go ahead and run through it as well, just so you can see what new features and capabilities are there. Really excited. You know, anytime you get these new updates, it just shows you how awesome Tesla is, that it only gets better. The Tesla's always the worst on the day that you picked it up, and it just gets better over the years. So with that, thanks again for watching. Please do like and subscribe. It really does help the channel. Appreciate it.